It's the MasterChef Finals.
I don't want to add to the stress, but if Lord Nelson would have waited 30 minutes, we'd have lost the Battle of Trafalgar.
And only the 4 best home cooks remain. Tonight, the finalists will embark on their greatest culinary adventure so far.
Welcome to Mauritius and its extraordinary food. Our 4 contestants' culinary world is about to change.
The moment we stepped off the plane, the culture and the cuisine here is so different to anything I've ever seen or experienced before.
Not only am I cooking, but I'm cooking in paradise.
There's only 4 people left, and, one of us is going to win. To lift that trophy would just be a dream come true. It would be the perfect fairy tale end.
I love being, outside of the comfort zone. I love adventure, so can't wait.
This island is a culinary melting pot. It's like nothing our 4 will have ever seen.
Mauritius, an island paradise in the Indian Ocean, over 1,000 miles off the east coast of Africa. Completely uninhabited until it was settled by the Dutch in the 17th century, migrants from Europe, Africa, India and China have all brought their food traditions to the island, making this cuisine a unique, multicultural fusion. Claire, David, Thomas and Sandy's experience starts here at one of Mauritius's earliest established fishing ports.
You today are at Maison du Pêche on the coastline of the lovely town of Myboa. And today, you are making lunch for 16 of the local fishermen.
As an introduction to the food of Mauritius, you are going to be cooking some of the island's most well-known dishes. We are going to split you into 2 teams. Thomas and Sandy, you're a team. David and Claire, you're a team. 3 hours until the fishermen arrive. I'd say to you, get to it. Off you go.
To help the finalists make sense of this diverse food
Morning.
is Chef Murugan Kupan,
Morning.
President of the Mauritius Chefs Association.
We have a great cuisine. You can be in Europe, you can be in China, you can be in Africa, so it's full of taste, full of discovery.
Each team has been given 2 traditional Mauritian dishes to cook.
Oh my God, it's just the biggest fish ever.
Thomas is in charge of the national dish, the dal puri, a flatbread stuffed with spiced split peas.
Dal puri is something we eat every day. I love dal puri.
Okay.
Please, I want to have a good dal puri.
To accompany the flatbreads, Thomas is making a start on the first of 3 dipping sauces, a coconut chutney.
I've cooked with coconut before, but, back in the UK, you kind of get blessed with it. Pre-peeled, pre-shelled. I've never peeled a coconut like this before.
You love British food,
Yeah.
right? The closest you've got to anything exotic is making us a pina colada dessert.
That's true.
How do you feel about this lot?
I actually love it. I'm relishing it because, this is the authentic and genuine food of Mauritius. So, for me, it comes from the heart. And that's what I'm kind of all about with cooking.
Sandy is making prawn rugai, a spiced prawn stew with both French and Indian influences.
The basic, it's a French recipe made from the bouillabaisse or something which have come to Mauritius. You have the coriander in it, you have the garlic in it, you have ginger and curry leaves. So it's a mix of culture.
What do you understand about the dish you're making? What do you know about it?
It's actually very familiar with a lot of the taste because it's like Asian ingredients, but the combination of like certain things is new.
Is there anything that's really troubling you?
Not at the moment, but the quantity, that might be an issue, I think.
Ay, ay, ay.
On the other team, Claire is making a start filleting 2 12-kilo dorado for the fish vindai, a traditional preserved fish dish marinated in vinegar and spices.
I'm used to filleting mackerel. This is huge.
You're a small island, water everywhere, fish everywhere. You go in every beach, you will see people with fishing rods just to get a big marlin or a big tuna or a big dorado. So the technique of cooking fish is very important.
This is ridiculous. Oh.
To accompany the fish, David is starting on the chili bites, a traditional Mauritian snack made from split peas flavoured with 2 types of chili.
Just smell it. It's something.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's amazing.
Then you get the smell of cumin.
I've cooked with spices a few times, but not very often. If you overpower the dish, then it's just ruined, so I think we've got to be really careful with that.
David and Claire are also making a street food sweet of coconut-steamed rice cakes known as putu.
In our childhood, every day the merchant comes on his bicycle crying, putu, putu. The difficult part of it is how to use a traditional steamer.
This is almost a powder. I need to steam the mix, and then that should hopefully bring it all together. And then I can form the little cakes then.
The good news, guys, is you've got the bounty of the sea and the land. The bad news is you've had an hour, you've only got 2 hours left. I suggest you push on really hard.
Let's get a wiggle on.
I'm quite sick of prawns now.
Seeing Sandy working, I knew she will never finish with this prawn. So I asked one of my chefs to help her, otherwise we won't have our prawn rogai today.
Thomas is also running behind. He's only just finished the first of his chutneys and still has to grind 1 kilo of split peas to make the filling for his dal puri flatbread.
It's getting hands-on with the food, that's for sure. I just want to get it done and get going now. So we haven't got long left until the guys rock up.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We're done. We are done.
With her fish finally filleted, Claire can move on to the vindai sauce, a mixture of mustard seeds, onions and turmeric pickled in vinegar.
I don't really cook with that much spice. I love cooking with herbs, but so this is all a bit of a learning curve for me.
David's rice cake mix needs to dry out in the sun, so he moves on to grinding the split peas for his chili bites.
You need to hurry up a little bit.
Yes.
So get in time.
Yes, chef.
Please.
Conscious we're running out of time. I mean, it's quite fun doing this, but at the same time quite messy and time-consuming.
For all 4 our finalists, this style of food is nothing like they would have done before ever. It's about taking the essence and the flavour out of absolutely every ingredient. That means lots and lots of pounding, no modern whiz-bang gadgets, a few fry pans and lots of hard work.
Sandy has moved on to making her rugai sauce, made from a prawn head stock and curry leaves.
Add some tomato puree now. You have to let it simmer quite long to get the taste in the tomato sauce. So it should be a mixture with the curry leaves, all this taste should be there.
1 hour left. 1 hour until lunch.
Okay, put more. Put all of them.
Sorry, everyone.
Okay.
With her vindai sauce on, Claire makes a start packing the putu steamer with rice and coconut.
Don't press too hard. The steam have to go in to cook the rice. Very important.
I mean, I'm learning so much. I look at this contraption. It's just amazing. I'm going to be using one of these at home.
Prawns are all clean, Sandy? And now all the tomatoes and all those sort of bits are all getting sorted out?
Yep.
You're on time?
I think so, yeah.
You think so? You've still got chutneys to make, and you've still got to cook a little dal puri off.
Yes, it's tight. I mean,
It is tight.
It is really tight.
Good. Kim or Don, you can get there. You can get there.
Big push.
Good.
With time running out, Thomas needs to quickly fill his dal puri dough with the split pea mix, which is then rolled to form a layered bread.
With 25 minutes.
25 minutes, all right.
Will you be ready in 25 minutes?
I hope so.
Oops. A bit firm, but they help.
Sandy,
Yeah? Yes.
you need to take it out from it. It's already cooked.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will be overcooked.
Okay.
Add the shrimp to the sauce.
It's 12:30.
The fishermen are coming and they look hungry.
It's the Armada tournament.
Oh, wow.
It's just this much. Lemon juice, salt,
Yeah.
splash of vinegar.
Crush.
Okay.
Thomas still needs to make the last of his spice chutneys.
So the putu is in here, and it's just going to steam it through. And Chef said when you start to see the vapour, then it's done. Oh my God. I have to do the custard.
Thomas and Sandy are serving first. They need to fry off the dal puri and plate up with the different coconut and chilli chutneys.
5 bowls of chilli, 5 bowls of coconut, and a little bit of chilli paste. Look at you. You're like a street vendor.
I am.
Beautiful. There you go. Look at that. Looking good. Go on, Sandy. Go on, Thomas. You're doing well.
Good. Perfect. Yeah,
Okay.
you can go.
Go on. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Well done, you lot. First course gone.
Nice.
Bon appetit.
Merci.
That's good.
The dal puri was tasty. Original from Mauritius. Ce coco est un petit côté migra, c'est bien rentré.
The puri was very nice, very soft. The chili chutney was a little bit spicy. That's good.
They're hot.
These puris are light and fluffy. This dip here is salty and hot.
Proper street food, isn't it?
I'm happy.
Mm.
Claire is putting the finishing touches to the next course, her fish vindai.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Fish looks good. And how are your chimneys over here?
The chimneys are fine. They're not steaming yet.
While they wait for the putu to steam, David fries off his chili and coriander bites, which will be served alongside the fish vindai.
Fish looks good. Smells good. How are your chili bites?
Good.
Good.
Great. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa!
Oh no. don't know what went wrong.
Switch it off. Finish.
Oh no. What went wrong with the roast case?
Can you salvage any of it?
The taste is good.
No. Well, there you go then. Okay, well, look, hold on, one sec. If at the moment it tastes good, right, at least we can try and do some sort of sweet rice pudding, can't we?
Yes.
Salvage what you can. Come on, guys, do something about it. Go, go, go. Come on, you do this.
With Claire and David having to quickly rescue their dessert, it's up to Sandy and Thomas to step in.
So main course now, guys, yeah?
Yes.
Rice and prawns. How many prawns each do they get?
6.
6 prawns each. Good job. Right.
Oh, yeah.
You happy with that, chef?
Perfect. Great.
Good, good, good.
Good.
Well done. Good work. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
You're like a well-oiled machine, you two.
So serving you prawn rougao and tamarind rice. Thank you.
The prawn was well cooked, very tasty.
Ah bah, il est pas pareil que moi quand nous couille. Non, il est plus bon, The rougail was special because a little bit sweety, delicious.
Prawns are perfectly cooked. Bit of coriander. I think it's beautiful.
You got sweet tomatoes and peppers and onions in there and a little bit of spice in the background. It's an extraordinary fusion dish. Custard and rice pudding. Looks like you might have saved the day.
With a good old English classic.
With their dessert back on track, Claire and David can serve their fish vindai with chili bites.
Smells fantastic. Go, 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 Claire. Looking great.
This is worth becoming a fisherman for. This lunch. How's that, chef?
And it's a true vindai, actually made by a Mauritian.
Wow! Wow, you've got to be happy with that, don't you, two?
I'm pretty chuffed, yeah.
Can we go? Let's have it, please.
Okay.
There you go.
Brilliant job. Brilliant
Good.
job.
Well done.
Bonjour. Ça va? Fish vendai. Vindai. Enjoy.
Some chili bites.
That's a great dish. That's a great dish.
Delicious. Non, bien cuit. Fish is really good.
This fish is fantastic. You get the sharpness from the mustard seeds and all the turmeric. There's a little bit of vinegar in the background, which makes the whole thing feel refreshing. That's brilliant.
I love these bites. Wonderful crunch. Packed full of coriander.
Okay, guys, dessert time. You worked out how to present it properly?
Yes, I'm quenelling.
Our fishermen will be expecting putu. You're going to have to sell this one, guys. Huh?
We call it kir in Mauritius. K-H-I-R.
Come on then, go.
It's okay, we'll go.
Come on.
It's not putu. It's kir. It's kir. Is that right? Kir. Yeah. Enjoy.
Enfin, moi, tu crois pour tout, il a nous tendu à kill. Au moins, ça fait doux, là, ça m'a adoré ça.
It was sweet. I like sweets. It was very sweet with a coconut.
Coconut, vanilla, the flavours of Mauritius definitely, but with a French creme anglaise.
Yeah.
Well done.
That was tough.
Yeah. Awesome job, buddy.
Really well done.
Yeah. I don't know how we pulled that back.
We really flew that one.
That was incredible. It was so hot. It was so intense, but it was worth it.
To cook with all the flavours, the spices, the view, it's been an amazing day.
Now we cook Mauritian food and then serve it to local people. I mean, that's an achievement, isn't it?
The next thing on the cards for today is stripping off and diving in the sea. try and cool down. So as you can see, I'm going slightly red and slightly flushed.
It's day 2, and the finalists are in the capital, Port Louis. Today they'll be cooking at La Bourdonnais, a hotel famed for being at the forefront of Mauritian gastronomy. Run by executive chef Nizam Peru.
I think I've been able to develop a nouvelle cuisine Mauritienne.
Chef Nizam travelled the world from France to India to develop a fusion style that has taken Mauritian cuisine to the next level.
So I was the one to take the local fresh product, there's plenty of spices, and work it more like a continental way. I've redefined the Mauritian cuisine, if you want, yeah.
The finalists each have 3 hours to cook a dish from Chef Nizam's menu for a lunchtime service. Claire is starting things off with a dish celebrating a local delicacy, heart of palm, harvested from the shoots of young palm trees.
It's quite fragile.
Yes, so just one sweet. You make it look so easy.
As well as thinly sliced in a salad, the heart of palm is braised and topped with spiced fresh crab and a passion fruit hollandaise sauce.
Here you are.
It looks beautiful, and it doesn't look easy. I think because it's fusion, there's parts which I know and then parts which I have never heard of before. This is fiddly as hell.
David is in charge of a dish featuring gambas, a giant prawn native to Mauritius, served with sweet potato.
We added to this cooking oil of the prawn.
And a mango kucha, a heavily spiced chutney.
David, as you see, this kucha is typical of the Mauritian cuisine. And we have bring some fusion cuisine with a mix of Japanese mayonnaise with local herbs.
The Japanese mayonnaise is flavoured with spinach and chlorophyll.
So I'm trying to think back to my biology days at school. So I'm pretty sure that chlorophyll is what makes the leaves in plants green. If my biology teacher's watching this, they'd be like, you should just know that straight away.
On the seafood course, Thomas is making a start on filleting his red snapper. The fish will be pan-fried and served with a crumb based on the street food chili bites.
That's very nice.
Yeah. So this is an important element on this fish.
To accompany the fish, Thomas must stuff a snake gourd with a rich tomato stew flavoured with river shrimps.
It's a complete elevation of, traditional Mauritian flavours. Red snapper's my favourite fish. Yeah, it's exciting.
Sandy will be cooking the final course, using rusa deer, originally introduced by the first Dutch settlers.
Venison-wise, the colour is that we are looking for.
Yeah.
The dish is served with a venison samosa.
We add to it curry leaves, cumin, coriander seed, fenugreek seed, cinnamon, cloves,
a taro root croquette, and a red wine sauce flavoured with tamarind.
It's like a garden. It's nice to see how they translate a classic into a touch of like fusion, which I love.
Okay, Sandy, Claire, Thomas, David, 1 hour to go.
Oui, chef.
This cuisine reflects the cuisine of La Boudonnais. We aim always to be high standard. So sorry for the contestant, but it is like that.
Oh my lordy. Absolutely first time I've ever taken a crab to pieces, so wish me luck. Oh.
Claire's crab and heart of palm starter will be served with an unusual hollandaise, flavoured with a passion fruit caramel.
I just don't want my caramel to be grainy. I don't want it to crystallise, and I don't want it to go too dark, because then it goes a bit bitter. The trick is, you shouldn't stir it. That's why I'm a bit worried that I've just stirred it.
With his giant prawns prepped, David moves on to building the intricate layers of spice for his mango chutney.
So you've got to make sure everything goes in the right order. So I'm doing the onion, the garlic, and then the curry leaves, which smell amazing. Smells so good. It's the turmeric that comes through a lot, yeah. I don't want the mango to cook, so I don't want to lose any of its freshness. It's very nice. It's got a kick to it, but I think it needs more mango.
Across the kitchen, Thomas has finished coring his snake gourds and is making a start on the filling using one of Mauritius's finest delicacies, the river shrimp.
This tiny little shrimp, taste-wise, I would consider it to be the caviar of Mauritian cuisine. And it is more expensive compared to the price of the lobster.
That's really nice. Yeah, that doesn't need seasoning at all. It's quite a tangy, rich, intense sauce.
He's also got to work quickly to make the mix for his chili bite crumb.
I'm just trying to keep the head down, keep working. Obviously, got to fry this off. Got the fish to sear off for service. That's going to be the push, I think. That's going to be the stress.
Sandy is ready to fry off her venison in a spice mix of curry leaves, tamarind puree and stock.
Your venison loin should be pink inside, okay?
Okay.
Good.
I think the flavour is going to be amazing. You got that pungent from the curry flavours, and then you got the classic venison, and samosa. I mean, who doesn't like a bit of crispy on top? So you got the texture, got the taste. It sounds brilliant.
Claire will be first to serve, but in her haste to get ready, she's taken her eye off her passion fruit caramel.
My caramel's gone into like treacle.
It's too thick. What I would suggest that you add some of your seafood coulis to it. Mix it well. I think it should be good.
Okay.
Yeah, consistency more or less okay.
Okay, thanks, Chef.
Okay. Okay, the guest is arriving, so you have another 15 minutes to set, please. 15 minutes.
Yeah, chef.
Yeah.
You're first, aren't you?
I'm first.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Claire is pulling together the elements for her dish. The delicate heart of palm must be pan-fried at the last minute.
It's really tricky because these are so fragile that I don't want them to break.
Heart of palm. It's almost artichoke in flavour and like a white asparagus, but I've never seen anybody prepare it from scratch. That's cool.
Oh, no. Oh, pants. I've broken two. Oh my God, this is so difficult. They keep breaking.
Okay, Claire, let's go, Claire.
Yeah, chef. Yeah? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. One spare.
A little bit quicker, please.
Yes, chef.
crab meat and passion fruit. That, I think, is really fresh, really light, but packs a taste punch.
Now, hot dog palm salad. Nice, good, nice. Nice. Finish it with the flour. You happy with the result?
Yeah.
Service! Well done, Claire. Well done. Well done. Nice plate.
Claire has made Chef Nizam's braised heart of palm, topped with crab meat and a passion fruit hollandaise sauce, served with a raw palm salad, a crab mayonnaise, and a caramel and passion fruit coulis.
The palm heart was fabulous. The acidity was well balanced with the passion fruit and everything. Yeah, it was very refreshing.
The crab was really nice, very soft and subtle, so it was just an amazing blend with the palm heart, so it was very, very nice.
Oh, I love that palm heart. The raw one has got a really quite sharp vinaigrette on it, which is a perfect match for the other sweetness.
Really interesting contrast between sweet and sour. That's great. Really clever.
Chef David, have you gone for the deep fry of your prawn?
Not yet. I'm just finishing off the rice. So.
Quick. We need to go because the guest is waiting. They're hungry.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, quick, Chef David.
David's chili spiced prawns are up next.
Yes, can be hot.
Can be hot.
Okay, David. Let's go.
Pickled mango chutney and roasted sweet potatoes.
Prawns, good.
We know that prawns go with sweet flavours, but this is a cookery style we've not seen from David before.
Attention to detail, please.
Service.
Okay, service. David, well done.
Thank you very much. That was tough.
Huh?
That was tough. I enjoyed it though.
Wonderful.
Oh, that's what I call a prawn.
David has cooked pan-fried gambas with mango chutney, deep-fried sweet potato, Japanese chlorophyll mayonnaise, and a rice tuile.
The flavors were stunning in the palate here. Mango chutney with the gambas, it marries very well.
The combination of all these elements is really wonderful. That prawn is massive. Look at that. Perfectly cooked, beautiful sweet prawn.
It's really cool and quite quirky. There's the flavours of India inside that mango chutney. There's that really herbaceous Japanese mayonnaise. It's really good. I like it a lot.
Next up is Thomas, who has to pan-fry his 16 portions of red snapper.
Can you press on the fish a little bit?
The sauce is tasting good. Happy with the crumbs, plenty of the spicing running through those. Just hope, ultimately that the fish is perfectly cooked.
Thomas has got what I consider probably to be the most difficult dish of the day. Red snapper he's got to cook to order. Then he's got to stuff snake good with a tangy river shrimp. Never had them before. Really excited about that.
It's looking good. Just speed a little bit.
Yes, chef.
Okay, you got your sauce. Picasso style, Yeah, just go wide like this. Yeah. Drizzle the oil. Okay, we go. Service. Okay, Thomas, well done.
Thank you very much, chef.
Yeah, how it
Thank
was?
you. Intense.
Intense.
Yeah,
I
but
think
good fun.
this is the sport. Huh?
Yeah.
And the sport.
nice.
Oh.
Thomas has made pan-fried red snapper with a chili bite crumb. Served with snake gourd filled with a river shrimp stew, candied kumquat, chili fritter, and a seafood butter sauce.
For the presentation, I would give it 10 out of 10.
The dish was very nice. The mixture between the chili bites on top of the fish that added that crispiness, and the snake gourd was very well cooked as well.
Inside this gourd, you've got those salty little prawns, and they are beautiful. Finishes with the slightest bit of pepper on the edge of your tongue.
You have that crumb, not dissimilar in flavour to those little chili bites that David made when he was cooking for the fishermen. Unexpected, but very, very nice.
Okay, Sandy. Can we go, Sandy?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is gold. I need this to be reduced. Add more like curry leaves. It will serve along with the venison.
With her final elements prepared, Sandy is ready to plate.
Beware the cooking of your meat. To my taste, it is a little bit too cooked. It should be normally pink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sandy's style, of course, is fusion. And her venison dish is about as fusion as you can possibly get.
Venison and red wine we know works. With the addition of the samosas, quite cool, I like that. Taro root on the side. I think this is great.
Ali, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Okay, you can't service now, Sandy.
Service, please.
Yalla. Okay, well done, Sandy.
Thanks, Chef. I'm a little bit disappointed with my venison. Obviously, I don't feel great because I love my meat so much, so I'm not quite happy about that.
Sandy has made roast venison loin with a venison samosa and a taro root croquette, served with roasted shallots, wilted spinach, and a spiced red wine and tamarind jus.
Quite surprising with the mixture of the Indian samosa, venison, so quite amazing.
Really loved the samosa. It was nice and crispy on the outside. The venison, however, was a little bit overcooked, unfortunately.
Mild curry flavour in that samosa is delicious. But that venison looks decidedly overcooked.
It's as if I've got a classic venison dish with red wine sauce and somebody's put a decent amount of spice to make it really surprising and quite smart and clever. I think our four did a brilliant job, replicating food of exacting standards.
I'm really loving this. Don't get me wrong, it's a little bit stressful at times, but I'm just sucking it all in.
I'm definitely understanding more and more about Mauritian food, the spicing and how to work with local ingredients, and I think that's really important.
I feel really inspired. The experience today kind of makes you think outside the box, like even more. So yeah, I love it.
Confidence is massive, really getting stuck in. Yeah, just hoping that I can be as confident going forward.
One more challenge to come, one massive challenge, John. Their job is to show us what they've learned from their time here in Mauritius.
The finalists have now spent 2 days immersed in Mauritius's vibrant food culture.
Some of the red chilies, please.
This is for Telupi.
Thank you.
Today, at the Constance Belmar Plage, one of Mauritius's top dining resorts, they must create a VIP lunch for some of the island's leading culinary figures, including their mentors, Chef Nizam and Chef Kupan.
For the last two challenge, we learned from the local chef, and they will be the best critics when it comes to Mauritius food.
This is the swan song, I guess. So I definitely want to go out with a bang and give them an absolute celebration of, Mauritian cuisine.
This island has gifted them with ingredients they've never seen before, techniques they've never used before. Their food in this round has to reflect that.
For today's lunch, Thomas has designed a starter around the dal puri he cooked for the local fishermen.
That's incredibly brave for Thomas to do a dal puri. I mean, that's virtually the national dish of Mauritius. He's got to get that bang on perfect.
The dal puri will be served with skewers of chicken hearts and livers.
So I've had chicken hearts before that are marinated in lager and lime, so I'm just putting a Mauritian spin on that. I'm using the local beer, which is lovely, and some lemon and cumin and Mauritian spice.
You love British classics and elevating them.
Yes.
Are you taking something that's a Mauritian classic and trying to make that smarter?
Sort of sticking true to form, and what I like, it kind of translates as a people pleaser. Ultimately, I think the dish really is a kebab in miniature, and just a little appetiser for the 4 courses.
Sandy has designed a dish inspired by local seafood. She's making dumplings with a unique wrapper made from minced red snapper, flour and water.
It would be like a Chinese dumpling. This is my first time doing it. I don't know the texture quite yet, so I'm gonna kind of test and try as I go along.
If you've never made a dough from fish before, how do you know it's going to work?
Well, I just need to find out if it works or not.
You love taking a risk.
Sandy's dumplings will be served with her take on a traditional rugai sauce, flavoured with river shrimps.
This is definitely different from the traditional rugai. So I hope it doesn't come across too strange or unacceptable to them.
David is using the local Rusa venison, which he's seasoning with cumin and cooking sous vide before finishing on the barbecue. He will serve his meat with a croquette and a puree made from a squash native to the island.
So this is the giramon. It's absolutely massive, so I'm just trying to take the skin off it. So it's probably going to take me a while.
Now, this giramon is a squash, and you've never used it before?
Never used it, but I've heard it's a bit like a pumpkin or a squash that we get at home.
But what if it doesn't cook like a pumpkin or a squash?
I'll make it cook like a pumpkin or a squash.
Claire is busy making the first of 6 elements for a tropical dessert.
I've made enough coconut ice cream for the 500. Okay, bung it in. Off we trot.
The ice cream will be served with a pineapple upside-down cake, topped with a spiced rum caramel.
Let's just make this a really boozy cake.
There's a lot more process going onto this plate than Claire has ever tried before. Ice cream, cakes, caramels, crisps, all those things quite complex.
Just trying to remember how my granny made cakes.
You look like you are actually really excited about this dessert.
I'm so excited. I just think everything about this dish brings all of the elements of this beautiful country together. The sea, the beach, the sun, the sky. It's sunshine on a plate.
There's 90 minutes until the VIP guests arrive.
John, we want them to leave a lasting impression on these guests.
I'm nervous for them. Really nervous for them. I believe they can do it. They're going to have to hold their nerve.
On the starter, Thomas has made a tomato and chili chutney to go with his dal puri,
Spicy.
which he's serving with a puffed rice garnish.
A little bit of crunch and texture, going to mix it with some coconuts and peanuts. So there's a little bit of, flavour explosion going on. This is fine dining now, so yes, there's so much Mauritian influence and street food flavours, but it's not look smart on the plate.
Sandy's fish dough for her dumplings is ready, and she's moved on to the filling.
The pork belly really works wonder when it's in a dumpling because like the additional fat gives that juiciness from the dumplings.
The belly pork is mixed with minced dorado and fish sauce, and she begins to assemble the dumplings.
This is bonkers, isn't it? Now, let's be fair about it. Something you've never done before. Have you tried one of your dumpling wrappers yet?
No, not yet.
Do you not think it's worthwhile giving it a test?
Okay.
Is it working?
It's holding, it's not falling apart.
Whoa! You have got a dumpling!
With less than an hour until service, David has a problem with his giramon squash, which hasn't cooked down as he planned.
So I've roasted the squash to make the bonbons, but it's almost turned into a puree. It's not holding together well, so I need to figure out how I can save these. At the minute, I'm pretty scared of what's going to happen.
In an attempt to thicken the mix, he adds panko breadcrumbs.
You okay?
Ish.
I did say, didn't I, this might not act like any pumpkin you've had before.
No, it's a lot different, but I'm working with it and I'm doing my best. Oh, whisk. I'm not doing well for time. I'm running around here like a headless chicken. I just need to get everything done, prepped, and I just need to be in a better place.
On dessert, Claire is starting her upside-down cakes with a layer of pineapple and caramel to form a sugary top.
It's not enough cake mixture.
What's wrong, boss?
You've got enough cake mix.
No, you haven't. Hurry, move, fast, go.
I can. I've got about 45 minutes. And my cake takes 45 minutes. Whoa. Come in.
Attending today's VIP lunch are some of the island's leading chefs, including Michael Scioli of the Hotel Constance Prince Maurice, Jacqueline Dalle, renowned as the grande dame of Mauritian gastronomy, and the finalists' mentors, Chef Coupon and Chef Nizam.
Allez, santé.
Thomas, the guests are here. Okay, they're having cocktails. You've got about 15 minutes, Chef, please.
Yep. Running for plans to try and bring all the dal puris up as quick as I can. So I'm conscious that I need to get up to the barbecue now. So.
I think the choice of Thomas to cook the hot is challenging, but I love it.
You miss the cooking of the chicken hot, it can be chewy.
Amazing now, being outside in Mauritius. The Indian Ocean there, guests back there barbecuing. It's pretty cool as it goes. I didn't ever think that I'd get to this stage in MasterChef, that's for sure.
I love seeing Thomas doing the dal puri again. It's very technical.
How's your puri?
The puri are good, they're nice.
And what's that one, Thomas?
The chili sauce.
I think that's fabulous. Nice way to kick off the lunch.
Service, please.
Well done, Thomas. Looks great.
Thank you.
Boom.
Thanks, gents. I've got the plates up and realised that I've forgotten the mango puree, so I'm going to run it out to them as a side for a condiment for them to dress their plate with. I have a confession to make. I'd forgotten to put the mango puree on your plate, so I thought I'd bring it out in addition. You guys can help yourself. Bon appetit. Enjoy.
Thomas has made grilled chicken hearts and livers, served with dal puri, pickled vegetable achar, tomato and chili chutney, puffed wild rice, mango puree, and a coriander oil.
I like chicken hearts, so as you can see, there's no more left.
Some lovely taste. The dal puri tastes nice, a little bit crispy.
The best, I would say, is puff rice. I think it brings a crunchy and a nutty taste to this recipe.
No, dal puri is lovely and soft. Then you get a little bit of pickling through that vegetable. That is fantastic. He's cooked the livers and the hearts perfectly. He's got sweetness of mango and he's got a fair amount of heat. He's been bold with that and I think it's delicious.
Next up is Sandy's fish dumpling dish.
Come on, Sandy, you can do this. You've got 5 minutes, got to be out the door.
My question is the red snapper dumpling, how she's going to use the red snapper to make the dumpling. Could be either very rubbery or also very fishy as well, maybe in taste. Interesting.
I like the look of those, Sandy. I'm really impressed. Love the colour of your sauce. Fantastic.
I love dry river shrimp rougail. I think it's very nice flavor.
Good. True invention, Sandy.
Surface, please.
Well done, Sandy. Well done.
I've never done this. Oh my God, thank God it worked. Yeah, just really thrilled, really pleased.
Sandy has made Dorado pork and ginger dumplings in a red snapper dough, served in a rougail sauce, flavoured with dried river shrimp.
So unfortunately, the shell of the dumpling, I find it is very starchy. It's very hard.
The sauce, okay, which is supposed to be rougail, it's tasty. Probably there is not enough herbs in it.
Sandy here did a classic mistake that all cooks do. She put the technique before the flavors.
Yeah.
The stuffing inside, the pork mixed with fish, it's good, the texture is fine. If we remove the bad texture of the skin, all the rest is okay.
That's like eating an Italian dish. You've got a tomato sauce with a fish pasta and a hint of chili oil. I really like it.
That's interesting. I'm marvelled by the technique, but not by the flavour. This is going to divide the crowd.
7 or 8 minutes, my friend. Yeah?
Yes.
You're looking very hot, very stressed.
I'm both of those things.
With his croquettes cooking, David's attention turns to the venison, which he's cooked sous vide.
I'm ready for barbecue. Wow, that's hot. That is hotter than I thought. Yeah, I quite enjoy barbecuing, but not under these circumstances. It's really tough.
Deer from Mauritius is very interesting. I hope that the cooking temperature are gonna be right, medium rare.
All right, David, ready to go. Come on. You got about 4 minutes, my friend. Let's go, go, go.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, now, that's right. Next thing.
Puree enhanced with cumin. The croquette of the giromo and squash. The dosage of the spices. This will be something very important.
Good curry sauce?
I've tasted it. I'm quite pleased with it, yeah.
Good enough to dip your chips in when you get home?
Yeah.
All right. I like it. Good looking plate. Nice.
Service, please.
And breathe.
Could I get water? I think just all the emotion came out. There was so much stress. I thought I wasn't going to make it. Things were going wrong. I'm so proud of myself that I pulled it all together and produced 7 really nice looking plates of food.
David has made barbecued venison with giramon croquettes on squash and cumin puree, curry sauce, and sautéed chayote leaves.
The cooking of the deer was to perfection. We got the hints of the curry, the cumin, so you had the island flavors coming through. So, yeah, fantastic.
The sauce is great. With the meat, it goes very well.
The croquette well balanced. The cumin is not taking too much the taste on the rest. Good job.
The deer is lovely. The curry sauce is slightly salty and a bit spicy, a tiny bit of chili in the background. And those little balls are full of pumpkin sweetness. I think it's a pretty good job.
Oh my God, the moment of truth. Ah! I'm so happy.
Last to the pass is Claire with her pineapple upside down cake.
Come on, Claire, running over time now.
I'm coming.
Come on, Claire, you got to move now.
Yes.
Looks very moist, your cake.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
That's all in Mauritius in one dish, huh? The pineapple, the coconut, the rum. So it's good.
Look at that. Looks like the sun setting.
Brilliant, go.
Yeah, that's it.
You got the pineapple crisp and passion fruit curd, the coconut ice cream. This is something interesting.
Fabulous, Claire.
Service, please.
Shout for it.
Service, please.
Well done.
Oh, thanks. I'm really happy. I'm really stoked. I never make puddings. I never make cakes. And it kind of works.
Claire has made pineapple upside down cake with spiced rum caramel, passion fruit curd, with coconut ice cream on a pineapple crisp.
J'ai beaucoup aimé le dessert. J'ai trouvé que c'était très tropical avec la glace au coco, les ananas et tout.
The caramel, great. The taste the rum very well, which is just perfect. The curd is very, very good too.
To have the ice cream with the warm cake and the pineapple, I really like it. This dessert can represent well Mauritius.
The pineapple is soft and sweet, but the passion fruit curd is the thing that's really impressed me. Sweet and sharp all together.
John, I really like it. That is a dessert for a tropical island.
Congratulations. You have learned about this Mauritian cuisine, which is quite a melting pot. Bravo. We are impressed what you have been presented.
You did really a great job. I would say congratulations again.
I'm really proud of our food. That dinner they've just catered for was a rip-roaring success.
Woo, team!
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What a week.
Unbelievable.
I feel that good cooking comes from when you're happy. And being here has made me the happiest I've been in a really long time.
It's a beautiful island with beautiful people and a melting pot of cuisine. It's been absolutely brilliant.
This would definitely be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You learn from the best chef. You understand a cuisine which is like completely different from anything in the world.
This competition doesn't end today, it goes on, and I've got to be on fire, and I've got to cook my heart out to win it.
They have learned a massive amount, and now they've got to keep on pushing.
It's not long now, you know. One of these is going to be our champion.
Next time, the 4 finalists attempt to master the creations of the world's greatest pastry chef, Albert Adria.
He is an artist. I just love his work.
Before cooking for a place in the final 3.
It was just superb.
And you can see just how superb tomorrow night at 9, and a real treat this Sunday at 7:15. Highlights as a galaxy of music stars perform together at home to celebrate the heroic healthcare effort across the globe.